Hey peeps, in today's video, we'll be laser engraving a collar for our dog using a Monport Fiber Laser. If you're interested in any machine off the Monport website, make sure to use our discount code Anonymous10 for 10% off your purchase.
So we picked up these cool dog tags from Target, and what makes these really neat is that's a metal clasp, which means we can engrave it. Now traditionally we would use kind of these hanging dog tags and connect them to the rings, but that makes a lot of noise and it wears over time. So we think it would be a pretty cool idea to engrave directly onto this clasp the name of our dog, Daisy of course, and phone number on the back. So we're going to get some measurements here and then get into LightBurn. .6 inches, 0.44 inches. Okay, now that we're in LightBurn, we're going to go ahead and make a little box here that's going to be the work area of our little clasp. We measure that out. We're going to go ahead and enter those values. And I'm just going to make that a toolpath for now. And then I'm going to center this, select it, and hit P. And then this is going to be the area that we can engrave on. So now we're going to add our text. Put this text on our engraving path. And now we're going to go ahead and select our font. And we can see that this will fit in our box as is, but we can kind of stretch it out to maximize the space, but I kind of like that. And now it's just about getting the settings right. So we're going to do a speed of 500 millimeters per second, 40% power. We're going to do a single pass with an interval of 0.025 millimeters, Q pulse of 200, and a frequency of 150. Now I'm going to open this up to make sure we are at a 45-degree angle with cross hatching, and that is perfect. All right, so for our next design, we're going to basically just copy this. We'll move this out of the way and we'll paste Command V, and we will center that. And all we really are going to do is change the font. So we're going to select our font. And we're going to fit it within our box. And I think we're going to do something different here. We're going to replace this circle over the eye with an actual daisy. So we're going to go ahead and ungroup all of this. First we have to convert it to a path. And now we can get rid of the pieces of the eye here. And then we can go ahead and bring in our clip art of a daisy. That's way too big, of course. We're going to go ahead and trace that. And we'll delete our photo. And then shrink this daisy to size. And that looks good. And this will be our second design. So let's go ahead and engrave this out. Now because this isn't exactly flat, if we just put this sitting down on the laser, this top surface won't be parallel to the laser. So we're going to put a little spacer at the bottom there that will hold this level to our laser head. And then we're going to clamp this down about right here so that this doesn't move, because it's kind of, yeah. So we're going to clamp this down to make sure it stays put. Just like that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use this toolpath that we made to frame out where to position our little design here. So I'm just going to select all of that and I'm going to hit frame. Now we can see here we're a little bit too far up, so I'm just going to use my arrow keys to kind of move us where we should be a little bit, and we're a little bit closer now. Now I'm going to kind of fine tune this by hitting Command and my arrows. It's pretty perfect. I'm going to go and close this now and just select my outer box just to get a better idea on this line. Now we're perfect. So now we're in position. Let's go ahead and start the engraving. Okay, so that wasn't the marking that I wanted. So I'm actually going to go into our materials library. I'm going to use some settings that we had here for brass. Let's see what that looks like. Dark engraving, and assign that. So that's going to change our settings to 200 millimeters per second, 0.002 interval, Q pulse of 200, frequency of 20, and a power of 80%. Let's try that. Okay, that's it. That looks good. And now we can go ahead and engrave our phone number on the back, which we're not going to show you. All right, so let's engrave our second one. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing of framing the outer edge so we can get a ballpark of where we need to be. Now I think what I'm going to do is go back to our other settings to kind of put a softer edge.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And once again, if you're interested in a Monport laser, you can use our discount code Anonymous10 for 10% off your purchase. We'll have the link to their website in the description.